and I was in the best shape, best like skill wise ever, and I get there and I just cannot pull it together in any of my events at all. I think I was like messing up in speed, I was like messing up in freestyle, I just couldn't pull it out. And I think what I learned from that experience is that it turns out the performance aspect of your training season is super important. I think it's not a coincidence that the people that win competition are the people that are usually performing the most, before competition. So they're going to workshops
Interesting.
and performing, or they're having like low stakes, like elementary school performances,
Hmm.
or maybe they're a professional performer. Those are the people that end up winning.
Because they're
For a long
simulating the
time.
event the most.
Hmm,
Because they're actually simulating the event. Like, because
exactly.
you can't, it's, unless you give yourself a triple shot of espresso and then have a group of people who don't know you watch you, it's very difficult to actually test and practice that feeling of being on the floor.
Exactly. You really can't replicate that by yourself. And so even though I was drilling my routine a lot, there's a lot to be said about being under performance conditions and how that translates into competition. Because when you're performing, things go wrong. They just do. Jump rope is super hard, is really, really, really easy to mess up. And you need to be proficient in playing off your mistakes or like going with the flow or like knowing when to do something or when to just give up on something in the moment. And I don't think you get that practice when you're just practicing by yourself. You really need to perform. And for a long time in world jump rope, the bouncing bulldogs were just like unstoppable. They
Hmm.
show up and just like eat competition, and they
Hmm.
get all the awards every single year. And they're super good. And like, even though they're not like pushing it with the content difficulty as much as some other, teams, what they're really good at, and when you look at their program, they perform all the time. All of them
Yeah.
perform all the time. And so
Yeah.
it's no wonder they go out and they do these like flawless routines because they're performance ready, they're competition ready, because at the end of the day, jump rope competition is a performance, full stop.
Right.
And so to train for it, you need to perform.